I don't have an Atlantis shirt. I'm pretty sad. I need to get a Kita shirt because she is my favorite Disney princess. Disney is making a lot of these live action movies, and I think it is unoriginal, but the thing is, if you're gonna make a live action movie, do it with the ones that are so grandiose in scale and beautiful. Atlantis is that. It has beautiful scenery, compelling characters, and a really good story. Disney, if you want me to be a casting director, I mean, I want to do Milo and Kita last because they're the main characters, you know. So let's start out with Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is a firecracker. Wilhelmina is like that coworker who's been there for years and like she don't give a crap anymore. She's there, she knows how to do her job. Don't talk back to her, don't try to be slick, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Meryl Streep could play her.
Obviously, she's younger than Wilhelmina's character, but I mean, they could add makeup to make her look older. I really couldn't find a lot of older actresses Wilhelmina's age, so, yep.
Meryl Streep is like a big scale actor, but she has had smaller parts and where it's even like more enjoyable because she has like these little sprinkles of her lines that she comes in. And she was in Into the Woods, and I really liked her character in that. The Mole, Josh Gad, period. Like I need him to be the Mole. Like he can do a French accent and just be weird. Like he's already worked with Disney because I know Disney likes to choose people they already worked with. Josh Gad as the Mole. I'm sold. Preston B. Whitmore. This one I had more of a challenge when I was picking him, but I think Anthony Hopkins, I don't know if Anthony Hopkins is like too big. Same with Meryl Streep, but I think he would be a good Preston B. Whitmore because he wasn't in it a lot, but he was also just as important character because he's the reason the expedition was made. He paid for it, he funded it. So I think Anthony would be really good there for that. King, Kita's father, Morgan Freeman, of course. Any old black dude, right? Who has like wisdom. Definitely. I mean, I could see that. I could really see him sitting on a throne and being like, y'all coming up in here for what? No, y'all need to leave. Okay, go ahead, have one night here, but then after that, y'all need to skittle. So yeah, Morgan Freeman. Audrey, I chose Isabella Moner. She is from Dora the Explorer, the live action. I think she would be really good as Audrey.
After more thought, I thought of Francia Reza. I think she would be so good. She's a really, really good actress. She was the only good actress on The Secret Life of an American Teenager, which was like a whole thing. And she's recently on Grownish, so she's in that Disney family. But yeah, I think she would absolutely do great as Audrey. So yeah. And it would be a lot of fun to see Audrey in the theater. She's a tomboy. She's a mechanic. She's like only 18 and she's on this expedition. Super cool.
Helga, I chose Florence Pugh or Sandra Bullock. Florence Pugh obviously has more of the look of Helga. I think she would be great. Then I chose Sandra Bullock because I could see her playing like the slick woman, and I would also love to see Sandra Bullock in more of like an action type movie. Helga is like, she's so feminine, but she's also ready to kick butt. And when I was younger, I thought Helga was so cool.
Honestly, I can already see Disney trying to push Scarlett Johansson. No.
I hate it.
Dr. Joshua, I chose Michael Jai White. I think he would do great in this role. I really like Dr. Joshua because he was a strong black man, but he was also very caring, and he wasn't a stereotype. That, you know, I really enjoyed his character.
Now, years ago, I probably would have said Terry Crews. recent as 2 years ago, I would have said Terry Crews. But Terry Crews is a clown. So I don't want to see him playing Dr. Sweet. No, thank you. Michael J.I. White can shave his head, and we're good. We're good.
Commander Lyle, I'd put Hugh Jackman or George Clooney. And the thing is, Commander Lyle, I feel like he's actually in like my top 5 Disney villains, because he's more of like a realistic villain, and he's not just bad to be bad. He has motivation, which is money. He's a real villain of today, honestly. And I would really like to see Hugh Jackman play a villain. I would love it. I obviously haven't seen all of the Hugh Jackman movies, and that's actually should be on my list because I really like him. I'm more into like his music stuff, and obviously X-Men. But I would love to see, I don't know if he's ever played a villain before.
Hey guys, so I don't know what's wrong with me because he definitely played a villain in Pan, a movie that I just talked about in my last upload. But he was the best thing about that movie, so I can only imagine him playing a villain that's actually executed well by the directors and the writers and what have you. Now, Commander Lyle plays a person that at first you think he's good, he has good intentions, he just wants to explore, he wants to find this treasure, but actually he is horrible. So I would love to see him play this part.
But I would love to see him in this role as being a person who is putting on the facade that they are good, and then we find out later that he's like horrible and willing to kill this whole race of people. And I also picked George Clooney because also I haven't seen a lot of George Clooney movies. I've seen like the Oceans. I've had to see him in something else. I just can't remember.
Looked him up on IMDb. Obviously, he's on ER, but I wasn't really watching it like that, unless my like sisters had it on. But I definitely seen him in Tomorrowland. I was really bored by that movie, and Spy Kids, of course, and Batman and Robin. So that's all that I've seen him in. So there's that.
But I would also like to see him play a bad person, a villain. I think both of them would be really good. And then for Jebediah, who is this like country dude he's the cook. I would love to see Steve Martin play him, because I can just see Steve Martin like going so in on this character and being extra and just like, I have y'all's food, y'all ungrateful for the stuff I cook. Like, I would just love to see him play this character. Then we have Vinny, who I would love. At first for Vinny, I had put, so Vinny is the Italian guy who works with the explosives. I would love to see, okay, so this is just who I put right off the bat. Mark Wahlberg.
First of all, y'all, I'm being so fake for this because honestly, if I saw that man down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. I'm not like a huge fan, but I basically was just like, oh, he could probably pull it off, and then like, got more inspiration.
Then I was like, oh no, Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell hands down would murder that role. And then I was like, Tom Cavanaugh. Come on. He knows how to do different accents. If you watch The Flash, you know how good of an actor he is and how many personalities he can take on. He would be the perfect Vinny. Like, he's my top choice. Tom Cavanaugh as Vinny. Do it. Do it. If you're gonna do this movie, please do it.
Did I just expose my love for this man? I gotta go.
Let me. Oh my god!
So then for Milo, Grant Gustin. Here's the thing, DC. If you don't want him in the theater, Disney, y'all do it. Not that TV is any less of a thing than movie, But Grant Gustin, he should be in theaters. Like, his acting, he has enough weight to carry a movie, is what I'm saying. For Akita, y'all are gonna be like, there's a pattern. Let's give it up for Candace Patton. Candace Patton as Kita. She needs to be her. She needs to be her. I can see it right now. And in The Flash, she's been doing more action and like fighting scenes. Oh my gosh. Grant and her are so talented, and they already have the chemistry. Kita, Candace Patton, do it. Grant is such a dynamic actor to where he can bring Milo to life, and he is very capable of playing the nerdy type, and but also like the compassionate and caring type. It would be really interesting to see him outside of the superhero role, and to see Candace as this warrior princess. Like, hello. And they do have similar features, so I'm just like, it just makes sense. Like, I can already see her with the white hair.
Why am I like this? I just had to see it for myself, and it's evident there's only one woman who can play Kita. It's Candace Patton. Do you see what I see? I think you do.
And I can already see Grant. There are pictures. I'm just gonna put like examples, but he's worn the circle rounded rimmed glasses. Like, you have the cast now, guys. All you have to do is execute. That's who I casted for the live action Atlantis. I really like these. It's really fun to do. If you have like movies that you would like to see in live action, comment down below and I will cast it because it's just fun. Yeah. So, hey, you're already here. Tap that like for me. Subscribe. You're here. You might as well drop a line down in the comments, guys. Tell me what you think of my casting choices. And yes, I know I'm being biased. Like, I know I'm being biased with the Flash cast, but they're too talented to not use them more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.